Hey howdy hey everyone, Josh from Amiibo here with another episode of The Cap, bringing you a whole new batch of Toys to Life news. Yes, I somehow managed to tear myself away from Zelda for you guys, you're welcome. As always, if there's a more detailed article on any of the topics covered today, then you can find a link to that in the description. So what's been happening in the Toys to Life world? As I'm sure you're all aware, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild has at last launched on Wii U and Switch. We had a general idea of what the various Zelda amiibo would do in the game, but it turns out they can also unlock some exclusive items that weren't mentioned pre-release. The Smash Bros and 30th Anniversary Series amiibo of Zelda characters can unlock a number of items from previous games, such as Epona, Link's old outfits, and various equipment of other characters. Now, I've been trying to put together videos on all these items, but since the items summoned by amiibo are all based on the RNG, I haven't been able to get them all, despite hours and hours of scanning. I'm slowly getting there, and I'm uploading new videos as I unlock new items. The amiibo usage is actually nowhere near as game breaking as I was fearing. You're not given anything that outclasses what you can find in the game with relative ease, and seeing as how weapons and shields break so easily, it doesn't really matter if you're given some decent ones, because you'll need new ones soon enough anyway. I mean, it can technically be considered pay to win, but honestly, it's not intrusive enough for me to care. In the time it takes me to pull my amiibo out and scan them, I could have gone out and found new items anyway. You just have a bit more control over your loot drops with amiibo. Quite a few people are getting worked up over these exclusive items because they feel things like that shouldn't be locked behind amiibo, but I mean, they're obviously only in the game in the first place because of amiibo unlocks. They're all items relating to the amiibo characters put in there as a bit of fun fan service, so they're not likely to have been in the game otherwise. And again, they're not overpowered items. A lot of the items I've obtained so far are either reskins of things already in the game, or even objectively worse than other common items. You know, it's just hard for me to get worked up about inconsequential things like this being tied behind amiibo. I mean, okay, yeah, I can't dress up like Wind Waker Link if I don't have a specific amiibo. Oh well, you know, it's not anything really impactful to me. Like, that seems to have always been the vision for amiibo. You buy one, and it will regularly unlock a bunch of small goodies in future games. It's game content only developed in the first place because something needs to be there for the amiibo. The problems with this, of course, are that being physical products, amiibo can sell out. You might be totally willing to shell out for a Link amiibo, because you can unlock Epona in Breath of the Wild, and some costumes in other games, and then you can use them in Smash Bros. But then you can't find a Link amiibo anywhere. And then if you do buy one, they start releasing variants of Link that unlock totally different things. So now instead of a one-time purchase of Link to unlock things in Nintendo games, you now need to buy multiple, slightly different Links. You know, they've really muddied the message of what amiibo are actually meant to be, and so I don't at all blame people for being annoyed. The absolute worst case scenario we could see with amiibo is games being blatantly designed around them. Like, imagine a near impossible boss fight, whose attacks just so conveniently happen to be negated by armor given to you by an amiibo. Or a multiplayer game, where amiibo give you powerful equipment no one else can get. You know, I have faith that Nintendo won't be a company to pull things like this, but it's always a good idea to be on guard. Now, this is some peculiar amiibo news. It's been announced that the final Box Boy game, Bye Bye Box Boy, will be hitting the West. In Australia, it'll be released on the 3DS eShop on March 24th for $7.50, so a nice affordable price. The Box Boy games are 2D side-scrollers in which you play as Qbby? 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 Qbby, pronounce it however you want. Our little boxy friend has various abilities at his disposal, like creating bridges out of blocks or attaching himself to a box rocket to fly around. And you'll need to use these to navigate through levels. These abilities are unlocked by saving little Qbby creatures called Qbabies, who are scattered throughout the levels. I haven't actually played any of the Box Boy games, and I've heard they're really good, but I just haven't got around to trying them. There's a demo containing levels from all 3 Box Boy games available on the eShop now, so I'm probably going to give that a try sometime soon. Now, what's really interesting about this is that in Japan, the game had its own amiibo, one of Qbby. It turns out that the features that this amiibo unlocked, like new skins and a Game Boy style filter that you can apply to the game, are all unlocked in-game in the Western release. If you have save data of the previous 2 Box Boy games, or get enough perfect scores in Bye Bye Box Boy, you can unlock them without the Amiibo. So it seems like this Amiibo is going to be a no-show in the West. But Nintendo Australia have now announced that they will be selling this Amiibo. From March 24th on their eBay store, they're going to be selling Japanese stock of the Amiibo. So it's not quite an official Western release, but it's close enough. Now this is really cool and I'm glad they're doing it, but it's just kind of odd. You know, he's a really niche character and it doesn't seem like this Amiibo will be of much use in the Western game. In fact, because we're seemingly the only country to get this deal, there's no details at all yet on what it will do in the Western version. I'm trying to see if I can snatch up any more details. Because the Box Boy games are developed by HAL Laboratory, Bye Bye Box Boy will also support the Amiibo of HAL's most famous creation, Qbby! By scanning in any Amiibo of the Qbby series characters, you'll unlock new skins based on those respective characters. Now I've rambled on a bit, so in case you forgot, this game releases March 24th. Skylanders Creator has received a big update that adds in all the new character creation parts from Skylanders Imaginators' own big update earlier this month. Creator is the mobile app that lets you use Imaginators creation tools to test out character designs, and you can even order custom merchandise of them too, but they really open up all those options for Australia, so I haven't looked into it too much. Some of the new creation parts are unlocked through the upcoming level packs for Imaginators. However, Optimal from Dark Spyro has chased through these limitations through the app to bring us some images of parts that haven't been shown off before. There's more on the site, so make sure to check the description for a link. There's some really cool parts in here. The Qbby ones will be great for my Imaginator who's meant to be made of molten candy, and now I really want to make an angry plane person. Arrgh. So speaking of those new level packs, one of them was supposed to have launched on Friday. The Cursed Tiki Temple level pack was announced with an Australian release date of March 10th, and I presumed that's when we'd be seeing the other Wave 4 content like Grave Clubber and the Dark Creation Crystal. But come Friday, no Tiki Temple, no Wave 4! It's no real surprise, Skylanders release dates are fickle things, but it's annoying nonetheless. I mean, I think I've done an oops, those toys didn't actually release today announcement for every single Imaginators release after the release of the game itself. And on launch day, we even end up getting a whole wave of toys early. I've asked Activision's PR when it's all releasing here, and they've only said March. They don't know anything more specific than that. But Gil Grunt32 on Dark Spyro asked Target if they were getting new Skylanders toys, and they said their next release is on March 30th, so that seems to be the most solid bet. We definitely are getting the Cursed Tiki Temple, we're definitely getting the Wave 4 toys, and now it's even been confirmed that we're getting the Easter variant figures. It's all just a question of when. I'm gonna say March 30th, but yeah, no idea, honestly. The Cursed Tiki Temple pack has started rolling out overseas. It's on sale now in the UK, and we've gotten a look at the packaging. We knew it included an Imaginite chest, but I was expecting them to just throw in old stock they couldn't clear out. But it turns out this pack actually includes a special blue Imaginite chest. Roru on Twitter has included some shots of the packaging from other angles, and it turns out that this special chest actually unlocks 80 of the new Imaginator parts. Presumably it unlocks the same ones for everyone, since there's a few in the game that mention you need the level pack to unlock them. So now I'm looking forward to this pack more than I already was, but whenever it actually releases. So that's all for now. For the latest in Toys to Life news as it breaks, make sure to check out monamiibo.com. And for gameplay footage of the hottest Toys to Life releases, make sure to subscribe. All you need to do is click that cute little mushroom in the center of the screen. It's easy. See you next time.